Okay, confessions. I will go first. Okay?
You will go first.
Confessions of a married man in Bali.
Yo.
I swear to God, I nearly got very ill in Bali. Okay, because I woke up when we were supposed to do a volcano hike. So there's a volcano hike you can go up called the Mount Batur hike. Where you get up at 2 a.m., you hike up a volcano, you go to the top, you see the sunrise, you come back down, you're back in the hotel by midday. So we agreed to do this. On the day that we agreed to do it, everything's fine. The day after, I start developing like a really bad cough and cold, feeling worse and worse. We go to sleep about 8 o'clock the night before because they're going to wake us up at 2. I'm in bed lying down and my heart is just racing. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I got a fever. I am struggling. And I was like, okay, let me try and get some sleep. I eventually fall asleep. Alarm goes off in the morning. I wake up. The bed that I'm on is the side of it's wet,
drenched.
Okay? It's that bad. I'm like, okay, don't worry, it's fine. Just get up, do your thing. Yeah, do your thing. It's not a problem.
Just a little side injection here. As the doctor listening to this, you're like, don't worry. I'm like, worry, bloody alarm bells, red alert, get this man into hospital.
So I thought, I'll be fine. Don't worry, yeah. I get up, and then obviously I've got that Whoop tracker, yeah. So I'm like, let it calculate its thing. I clean my teeth, Sandra's getting ready, she's getting ready, bam. Whoop comes up, and it says, you've recovered 1%. And I was like, 1%? That means I'm barely alive, right? After 4.5 hours sleep, 1%. And I was like, call me crazy. I don't think we should go.
Give the viewers some context. You've been in a similar position before. But
so on my stag, I got to 2%.
Right. So
but that was after violently vomiting all night and being really sick, but losing all the fluids. That was obviously orally. Clearly, in my sleep, I had sweated out all my fluids and I had nothing left. So I was like, okay, this is bad. This is not good. This is bad. This is bad.
And how does 1% Indy compare with 2% Indy?
1% Indy was...
no, sorry. 1% Mr. Indy.
I felt functional. The fucked up thing was I felt functional. I was like, you know what? I can still move around. I'm okay. Right? I'm like, it's cool. Don't worry. But then I went downstairs and I said to the guy, I'm going to have to cancel this and move it to a different day. Normally, they charge you the full whack. I spoke to him and I said, look, I've got a fever. And I dropped the word like, oh, I might have COVID. And they were like, ooh. They were like, ooh, okay. And then they spoke on the phone and said, right, just pay him like a small amount and then we'll reschedule. I said, fine. I said COVID because I was like, maybe it is. But then if I say that, they won't make me pay the full cancellation.
Right.
They'll be like, oh, we'll give you like a little bit of a cancellation fee. That's it. Fine. Went back upstairs and Sandra's like, I knew it. I told you to not go ahead with this, to rebook it, to change the day, but you wouldn't listen to me. You were too stubborn. And I said, look, I'm prioritizing my health. You should be happy here. She said, I'm not angry at the fact that you've cancelled it now and that I got ready and I was good to go. I'm angry that you didn't listen to me. And also, I'm annoyed at the fact that you let me get ready, get body changed, clean my teeth, and then you said no. I was
so dissection, sorry. The day before, or 2 days before, had you exerted yourself in any way? Like, that's made you ill? Or?
I think we'd done like a bit of walking and stuff, but the cough I had and the cold was just getting worse. I was sneezing, coughing non-stop, and I couldn't figure out why. I was like, maybe it's the aircon in the room. Like, I'm not used to sleeping in a room with aircon. Maybe that's messing me up. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. So, yeah, she was right. I should have cancelled it. But
no, when is she saying you should have cancelled it? Like the night before? Was that what she means?
The night before when I wasn't feeling okay. I thought I'd be okay with some sleep.
She's saying do it early on. And then this second point here, which is letting her get ready. So you'd already decided your point that you're going to go down and cancel. Why not tell her then at that point on waking?
No, I did. I told her then. As soon as it came up with 1%, I was like, let's not do this. Yeah, she's like, you should have just done this before. But anyway, cancelled it, moved it to a different day. Fine. Okay. I went back to sleep. Let the Whoop do its calculation again. I slept for nearly like 13 hours. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. I woke up and it had gone from 1% to 3%. I was like, okay, it's very good I didn't go now because it's only recovered to 3%. This is not good. This is not good at all. So yeah, I was thinking it could be COVID, but I didn't want to get a test because out there, they're really strict. I started looking at doing like a lateral flow or doing like a PCR, but then I was like, hang on. If I do this, they're going to enforce an isolation period. It's going to make things difficult. Right. I said, I'd rather not know. So I was like, it's
So
just
I'd
the cold, it's
rather
just the fever.
endanger the lives of everybody around me by not
Yes,
knowing.
of course.
Is what
I
you're
did
saying.
exactly that.
Exactly
yes.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, did you leave the hotel? Did you stay there for a little while? Or did you-
On that day, I stayed at the hotel for the majority of the day.
Right.
Yeah, I went out to eat quickly and came back. That's it.
I'm starting to think now, connecting the dots together, that Sanj has not had food poisoning. She's had Indy poisoning. So
No, she's had food poisoning,
the
and we
bug-
will come to that in the
the
next segment,
bug-
and
the
you will know
bug.
why.
no,
I
well,
can explain
Yeah.
exactly how she contracted the food poisoning, and she knows
Yeah.
herself.
Contagion.
Anyway.
Have you seen the film Contagion? I'm thinking about that.
Yes, I've seen Contagion. Yes, it
Right.
came out. They put it on Netflix during COVID. It was
Yeah.
trending #1 for like 4 months. Okay, who
Right.
didn't see it? Okay,
That lady, she's in South. She's like where you guys were, man. Sitting at the bar.
Yeah.
She was like patient
Yeah.
zero. That was Sanj,
Boss,
man.
that's
It was
it.
you just putting things into her food, and I know what you're about.
Clearly.
Mr.
Clearly.
Indy. Mr.
she
Indy.
was fine the whole holiday.
I bet she was Mr.
The whole
Indy.
holiday, she had no illness. She was
Right.
fine in her element, and then she got the illness.
And
So
then she gets
anyway,
near you. Right, yeah.
this is what happened. We did the volcano hike in the
How
end.
many days
We
after?
did it 5 or 6 days after.
Right, and just sorry, let's just tie for this bit. The fever, did you break the fever at some point?
Yeah, I broke it the day after. Like in the evening, I was fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I was fine.
Okay,
And then I
alright.
was like, okay, fine. I'm not too hot now. I'm okay. And then I was recovering slowly, and I felt human. But we did the hike on the Monday before we left. So we flew out Tuesday night. We did it Monday morning at 2 a.m.
Mhm.
Goran, it's the hardest hike I've ever done in my fucking life. I swear.
Hike means
on my
like this. Up.
it was a massive incline.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I thought I'd be smart and wear these barefoot shoes. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
No, I took them off. I took them off within an hour. So I took a pair of Vans and a pair of barefoots. Problem was, when you're walking barefoot on that steep incline, your calves start burning, your feet start burning. So if you wear padded shoes, it takes the pressure off and puts it more on your hamstrings, glutes, and back, which is better. It's more bearable to go up the
Distribution.
hill. Now, Sanj is an absolute savage. I never thought I'd see this, but she was storming ahead. And I was like, who the fuck are you? Like, how did you get this energy to go and do this? Very, very peculiar. But she beat me the whole way up. On the whole way up, Goran, I wanted to quit. I wanted to say, I don't want to do this. I want to turn around and go back.
How many hours
But I
is
was
the
like-
hike?
It's about a 2-hour hike, but it's a constant incline the whole way up. There's no respite. There's different routes it can take you that's less of an incline going up, but it's longer, obviously, because you're walking over more distance. So the woman took us over the one that wasn't as long.
Okay.
Eventually we get to the top, you see the sunrise. It's amazing. It's beautiful. And then you come back down. When going down, Sandra's shoes didn't have enough grip to stop her from sliding down.
Okay.
So I was better on the way down. She was better on the way up. So I had to help her down and stuff off the rocks and whatnot to stop her from slipping. That was
So,
cool.
moral of the story, you helped her on the way down. She did not help you on the way up. Is that what you're saying, Mr. Indy?
She did help me on the way up. She was very good. Very
Leading
good
the
moral
way.
support.
Moral support. Come on, Indy. Come on, Mr. Indy. You can do this.
No, I swear to God, all she was like, just like, are you okay? And I was like, I'm dying. And she said, you're fine. Keep going. You're fine. You're fine. And the biggest lesson is, right, don't fucking take breaks. When you're in that
Momentum.
flow of getting up there, keep going. Take it slower,
Yeah.
but keep going.
Don't
That
stop.
way, you're fine. If you stop and you
Yeah.
start trying to walk again, your legs are like hurting too
Yeah,
much.
yeah. They go jelly,
The
don't
blood's
they?
constantly flowing. You can't feel it as much. Your breath's going, your heart's pumping, but your legs are still moving upwards gradually. If you stop and try and go again, it really hurts. Don't do it. And our tour guide woman is a fucking absolute legend because she does this 6 days a week.
Mate, she's like a Sherpa, man. She's got the muscle tone. She's got muscle memory.
She does that 6 days a week,
In shape. She must
every
be in
day
shape.
2 a.m.
Shape, yeah.
Yeah, every day 2 a.m. I'm like, whoa.
Was it just you guys? Did you have like a little group?
It was us and 2 other people
Okay.
on our little group thing. But there were like loads of groups going past us, like big groups of people, because you're all
Yeah,
going up
yeah.
the same route, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, all set up at the same time. But that was my confession.